to the dump though. Me and Shove though. My city, been turned up from the jump though. Boy, on the land till I die. Till I die. On the east side till I die. Till I die. Rockin' that wine and gold till I die. Till I die. In the hood, I'm good till I die. CLE till I die. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. What you want?
underneath your very eyes.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
Hit on my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flagrant foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now. You slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold a city down anyhow. They gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 thou. I can conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges, I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against the Phoenix Suns. Well, for the Suns, they've been hoping to make a little more progress this year than they have so far. Still in 10th place in the West, no significant improvement over last season. You look at the roster of the Suns for this season and the past few seasons, and you'll notice a common theme. Boy, they got a lot of guards. What do you think, Kenny?
Well, it's nice to have a multiple of guys who can handle the basketball, do certain things, change things up. But, you know, sometimes that not having a lead guard hurts you down the stretch in close games.
You know, and their decision to load up on guards was part of the reason why Dragic won it out. But having a lot of guards work for the Golden State Warriors, they won a championship. Will it work for Phoenix? We shall see.
Well, let us get down to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Starting at the other forward position, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 22, Marcus Morris. the shooting guard position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 20, Jody Meeks. From Oak Hill Academy in Virginia, this guard stands 6'1", feet Pistons 7, Brandon Jennings. Numero 0, the center at 6'11" out of UConn, having big fun around the rim. This is Andre Drummond.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Phoenix Suns come in for this one. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. And the top storyline, Brandon Knight injured. He will not be suiting up.
Kevin, you could tell when he went down in the last game that it wasn't good. And that news just confirms our worst fears. He's going to have to watch from the sideline, and I'm not sure how long he's going to be out.
And it's got to be an emotional time for him right now. I mean, as a player, you grit your teeth when you get that diagnosis. It's hard to accept, but you have to stay strong mentally.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Markieff Morris is out there with Chandler. Then it's Sonny Weems. Then there's Warren. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. 6 to shoot. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Eric Bledsoe.
And they get the first bucket of the game on that one.
I tell you what, fellas, I'm anticipating a good one here.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust. But, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Bledsoe. His last outing, he had 18 points.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Now here's Jennings. Not a lot of room. It's Meeks outside. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Meeks got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Bledsoe kicks to Chandler. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now, here's Warren. Covered by Morris. 4 on the clock. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Warren's got his first bucket in this one.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Jennings. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Jennings against Bledsoe. Morris right side. Outside for Bledsoe. Shoots. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
They set the pick. Now Meeks. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Jennings dishes to Drummond, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Bledsoe passes to Warren. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. T.J. Warren had a very interesting start to his NBA career. Spent most of the first half in the D-League. In the second half, Clark, he finally got some minutes and really provided a spark.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't have great range on his jumper right now, and he's not an elite ball handler, but he's one of the best cutters in the game. Moves well without the ball, so I think his future is bright nonetheless.
Free throw missing.
And talking about TJ, guys, he put up a few interesting numbers towards the end of last season. Shot 64% from the field in March. Had 18 points in one game, 17 in another. The last game of the year, he chips in with 6 assists. So now it's up to him to put it all together on a more consistent basis.
And the second free throw, good.
And, you know, getting back to TJ, yes, he needs to improve his shooting range, but what I'd like to see are major improvements on defense. I mean, he shows active hands when he's near the ball, but he can also be a bit lazy as a defender and gambles and reaches too much. That won't get it done at this level.
Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn.
The inability to make threes in that game, because they took a lot of them, I think, is why they ended up on the short end of the stick.
Yeah, they did take a bunch of them. Sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but their inside game just wasn't strong enough.
Kicks to Ilyasova. And it's good off the back rim and in. Ilyasova's got his second bucket of the night.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Now here's Bledsoe. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. And it's sent back by Drummond. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Clock at 2. Bledsoe for 3. They grab their own miss. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. The drive by Jennings. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
Here's Weems. He's coming off a 19-point game against Brooklyn. Morris, no good.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him. And Marcus Morris is nicknamed Mook. He has a twin brother, older by 7 minutes, named Markeith. Both brothers played at Kansas, drafted 13th and 14th in the same year, eventually played for the same pro team. That is joined at the hip.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And looking at the Morris brothers' careers through last season, the one area they haven't been joined at the hip in is in performance. Markeith has shown steady improvement over his first 4 years. Marcus Morris has had a very up and down start to his career.
And, you know, Kevin, Marcus has talent. He has versatility. He just hasn't found his role. It's time for him to step out of his brother's shadow and really establish who he is as a player.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Pistons. And that one misses. Well, the Phoenix Suns came up short in their playoff hopes again last year. They went 17-24 Clark on the road, and that didn't help them out.
Not at all, and you factor in a 6-game road losing streak to end the year. That pretty much closed the door on postseason for them.
The Suns trailing. Now here's Bledsoe. Here's Warren. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Hey guys, with the Suns last year on the road, they had the 17 wins, but only 7 of them came in conference. So a big part of why they missed the postseason.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open? And, you know, as you mentioned, with the Suns, only 7 road wins against the West. 3rd worst in-conference road record of any team. You have to be able to steal wins on the road to make your way to the playoffs out West.
Believe that a point guard's defense is just as important as his offense, then these guys have been outstanding lately. The point guard steal leaders for the past 10 games. 3rd is Brandon Jennings.
And with these guys, they are always going to give you an equally outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. I mean, it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
And you love the mindset this guy has at the defensive end. He wants to impact the game defensively, and you love that attitude.
Now here's Bledsoe. Glenn, a screen. Bledsoe kicks to Morris. Bledsoe against Jennings. Clock at 4. Puts it up from 15. That's good on the jump shot. Bledsoe's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
I really hope he doesn't try that move again. It worked the one time, but he's not the guy to be working the crossover.
Jennings dishes to Jackson. From downtown, Glenn grabs the board. The Suns have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Here's Bledsoe. Can't hit. Great D that time from Jennings.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. Now the dish to Jennings. Connects from 3-point range. Jennings has got 5 points.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Passes it to Bledsoe. Glenn, a screen. Bledsoe kicks to Weems. And the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Ilyasova. Can't get it to go. And Phoenix will come the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul. And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Ilyasova. Johnson, he's checked in for Morris. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Brandon Jennings. And then for Phoenix, John Lure comes in for Markieff Morris. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Weems. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Price with the ball. Baines is there. And that one's good. Price
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And he gets it to go. And the Pistons lead by 5.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here's Weems. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. He took good advantage of that screen. Tucker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Price against Jackson. Pass to Baines. Johnson outside. Here's the screen. Here's Caldwell Pope. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And guys, you know, Kentavious Caldwell Pope, this guy screams potential at you. I mean, perfect size and length and speed for a 2-guard. He plays both ends. Right now, it's all about consistency for him.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. On the topic of Caldwell Pope, he's the kind of guy who needs a year to feel his way around. In college, Greg, you may recall he showed dramatic improvement between years 1 and 2. The same thing has been true in the pros.
Yeah, and he has everything going for him. I mean, excellent outside shot, tremendous defensive tools. He just needs to add some strength and stay in attack mode to reach the next level in his development. And really, last season was one of improvement for the Pistons. They were able to shoot the ball better and better as the season wore on. Overall, they cut out the little mistakes that had bothered them back in 14.
Now, here's Price. Here's Lure. Will not go. This is off the front iron. To the wing right side. Wide open look. It's hauled in by the Suns. As I said, Greg, the Pistons were a team that showed marked improvement, and Clark, they did clean up their play style as well.
Yeah, they got better from 2014 to 15 in terms of upping their assist and cutting down the turnovers. Just made it a much more enjoyable game to watch the way they play. Tell you what, guys, it was a bit of a mixed bag for Eric Bledsoe last season. Average career highs in rebounds and assists. Those were the good parts. But for some reason, the field goal and three-point percentages dropped 30-plus points.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good. And talking about Eric Bledsoe, he took on a lot more responsibility last season, Greg, especially after the trades in Phoenix. He became the main focal point of their offense.
And you know what? It was his first year of kind of being the man. Signed the big contract coming into the season. And now there's a responsibility that goes with being the go-to guy. Eric has the talent to shine, though, in that role.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
One thing about Eric Bledsoe, he made it clear he wanted to be paid like an upper-tier player, and that led to quite a negotiation between he and the Suns last year. Ultimately, the two sides agreed to a 5-year, $70 million deal.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Price outside. Up top, Bledsoe. 6 points for him. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Talking about Eric Bledsoe's contract, many insiders felt like it was too much for a sporadic talent. We knew that he was the good backup in Los Angeles with the Clippers and going to Phoenix in a more prominent role. You know, but he went on to have a dynamic season, proving that, you know, Greg, and you know this position so well, he has the ability to be one of the best league's combo guards, I think.
I agree. I mean, consistency will tell the tale when it comes to Bledsoe. I mean, the rebounds and assists The averages were up last year, but his shooting percentages were down. So is Bledsoe a near max level player? Only time will tell.
And that one misses. Well, last season, the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs for 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late, but you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
And I bet most people forget that the Pistons did make the playoffs for 8 straight years before this current drought. It's been a long rebuild process for them recently, but I think they're making progress and moving in the right direction.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. There's a good screen. Beyond the arc. And another three for Detroit.
And for the Pistons, they seem to have a direction and plan now that just wasn't the case before. It won't be easy to get back into the postseason, but I really feel like they are on the right path.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Lure. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a 3-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Cavaliers. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And checking out Detroit, 9 games back.
And I think for the Pistons, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
You're so right. I mean, some of the league's better teams can overcome a bumpy start and make a big push, but this team, not one of them.
Here's Caldwell Pope, another three for Detroit. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Price against Jackson. Price kicks to Teletovic. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Outside Jackson. They set the pick. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Johnson from outside. And another three for Detroit.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's covered closely. And here's Price from beyond the arc. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist in this one. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's Detroit up by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's what I pride myself on. You know, some nights you're not going to get the ball, but you still can be effective on the floor. Whether that's rebounding, playing defense, hustling, trying to create extra shots for your team. Whatever it is necessary that I feel like help my team get a win.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Andre Drummond is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Morris in at the 3-side. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Price outside. He dishes it to Warren. Chandler is screen. Weems kicks to Price. Here's Weems, covered by Morris. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Weems missing.
And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental error.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And for Coach Hornacek, Greg, he learned from one of the toughest coaches as a player. You know, several trips to the finals. And you know this guy well, Clark. Jerry Sloan was the guy that molded Jeff Hornacek.
One of the outstanding coaches in the history of the NBA, Jerry Sloan. Although Hornacek saw all that success in Utah, this is a homecoming job for him because he started his career in Phoenix.
And he makes the first. Fans had a hard time finding their way to the stadium last season for the Pistons at the bottom in several home attendance categories last year.
Yeah, that's right in Auburn Hills.
I know.
I mean, they used to go a lot when they were winning championships. But to be fair to those fans, it was hard at times to watch the Pistons play. I mean, they could get cold and really struggle on their home floor.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And for the Pistons, a lot of their woes here at home were due to defense. I mean, their 18-23 home record comes from allowing too many good looks for their opponent.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Jennings kicks to Ilyasova. Price against Jennings. To the inside. Chandler the pass to Morris. Chandler down low. He's guarded by Jennings. And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Weems. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Price kicks to Morris. Who's back up. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And the Pistons, how about starting out 2-13 at home? I mean, they did turn it around afterwards, going 16-10 to finish out the season. At least they seem to be headed in the right direction.
It's his first trip to the line.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Morris drops them both. Phoenix had a season of heartbreak last year. So many losses for them on last-second shots. Late game losses, great buzzer beaters.
Yeah, it's sad if you're a Phoenix fan. How many times this team lost at the buzzer? Just close games in general. There are 42 losses. How about 18 or by 5 points or less?
Suns trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Chandler a screen to the left wing. Jumper off the screen. Weems' shot is good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Jennings. 6 points for him. Morris outside. Back to Drummond. Just 5 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Warren with the ball. Covered by Morris. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Warren. Detroit's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Price with the ball, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Jennings against Price. Pass to Weems. Shoots from 12. Again, Phoenix. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Jennings kicks to Drummond. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And guys, Andre Drummond has made quite an impression in the early stages of his career. Clark, you were just talking about that. Greg, I don't think anyone felt he would have such an impact this fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's already a mountain of a man among boys. I mean, it's hard to believe when you look at this guy out there. He's only 22 years old.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Drummond.
Going back to Andre Drummond, some say there aren't any true centers entering the NBA these days. But I look at Andre, I look at DeMarcus Cousins, Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, and I think to myself, what are these people talking about?
Lenz checked in for Phoenix. He's off on the second.
And talking about Andre Drummond, I remember when he fell to number 9 on draft day. All sorts of experts were making excuses as to why. But even then, there was this eerie feeling that some teams had made a huge mistake in passing on him. And that feeling turned out to be correct.
So it's the Pistons now after the Suns pick up 2. Feeds it to Meeks. Clock at 6. Outside Jennings. It's hauled in by Warren.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position. You could see the frustration on his face.
Price outside. Morris outside. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Meeks dishes to Jennings. Lets it go with the 3. They get it back. There's the bucket. Good. And that's now 7 points for Andre Drummond.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Price kicks to Warren. Price outside. Ran a screen. The feed to Morris. Out to the right wing. Here's Warren. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Warren's got 4 points this quarter. Pistons leading by 4. Outside Jennings. Dishes to Drummond. They set the screen. He feeds it to Meeks. Morris outside, off the screen. That one wide left.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And it's Warren with the jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Jennings drives in. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got his 8th assist here tonight. Suns trail by 4. Price kicks to Warren. Morris with a screen on Morris. with some arc. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address. And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season, they didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league. Review some numbers for Morris. He's averaging 10 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And then for Phoenix, P.J. Tucker, who's checked in for Warren, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Ronnie Price. Like you just said, the Pistons had a ton of back-to-back games. 44 were part of their back-to-backs, over half their schedule. Clark, they went 15 and 29 in those games.
And that's part of the reason why the NBA wanted to examine the schedule. I mean, it was a tough year for the Pistons. It's hard to get any momentum when you're playing that many back-to-backs.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Down low, out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Let's see how the Suns have performed over the last few weeks. 7th in second chance points. 11th in three-point field goal percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in blocks. That's pretty good. Not too bad.
And looking again at those second chance points, they might not be the best in that area, but it is still, I think, to their advantage in terms of the outcome of some games.
Here's Baines. Unloads from 13. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And here's Bledsoe. And there's the pass to Tucker. Morris right side. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here's Weems after the basket by Detroit. It's stolen by Johnson. Jackson against Bledsoe. Outside Jackson. He kicks to Caldwell Pope. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. Bledsoe passes to Tucker. Back to Bledsoe. They double team Bledsoe. Here's Morris, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Morris has got 6 in the quarter.
Once he gets inside like that, even an excellent defensive effort isn't enough.
Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Tolliver. Back to Jackson. There's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Just his first attempt. Tolliver with the bucket.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
And guys, Reggie Jackson was at the end of a yo-yo last season. He starts in Oklahoma for an injured Westbrook. Westbrook comes back, sends Jackson to the bench. Then Oklahoma sends Jackson to Detroit, where he fills in for another injured starter in Brandon Jennings for the rest of the year.
Getting back to Jackson, he showed several times last season that he has that starter ability. The Thunder knew they wouldn't have the money to re-sign him, Clark, in free agency, so They traded him to avoid losing him for nothing.
Yeah, and that's a good move. And with the Pistons, Jackson finished the season strong, while the Thunder, without Jackson or Durant's contributions, missed the playoffs for the first time in years.
We get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Houston. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Phoenix. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And I think for the Suns, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, Greg, they can start to break out of that pack.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Len, and Lewis subbed in for Morris. Here's Teletovic. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Johnson. The dish now to Baines. Caldwell Pope kicks to Tolliver. Passes to Caldwell Pope. They set the screen. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. And now it's a 9-point Piston lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Teletovic looking for his first basket still in this one. Suns moving the ball around. Weems drills it from outside.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here is Tolliver. 9 points last game. There's the pick. Here's Jackson, and it's blocked. Bledsoe with it. He has 7. They double team Bledsoe. Tucker dishes to Lure. Just 4 to shoot. The 3, Bledsoe. The shot is off. And Detroit the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
Now here's Jackson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Houston.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Here's Jackson. 8-point game. Pass to Tolliver. This one for 3. Here's Baines. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
For Detroit, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
That free throw missing.
Right now, they're hovering around 55% from the line. That is not going to get it done. That is not good enough. They're leading right now, but that lead could evaporate if they don't up that percentage.
Tyson Chandler is checked in for Mirza Teletovic. And the second free throw, good. 1:06 left in the first half of the game. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Bledsoe against Jackson. Step back shot. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Eric Bledsoe.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
They were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
Tolliver kicks to Caldwell Pope. Sinks the triple. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be. Pistons leading by 8.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Jackson kicks to Baines. Johnson outside. Tolliver the pass to Johnson. He dishes it to Baines. 6 to shoot. Jackson drives in. Good. Jackson's got his second bucket.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Here's Weems, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
And so that's the end of the first half. Pistons lead by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Right out of the gates, it was Detroit setting the tone. They put together some nice offensive stretches and at one point led by as many as 10. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. In quarter number 2, they fought off several attempted rallies and actually pulled further out in front, ending the half up by 8. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
Kenny, your take on Phoenix.
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
The second half just about to get going here.
Checking out the game, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is having. He has 18 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
Here is Bledsoe. Setting the floor for the Suns. Warren is out there with Markieff Morris. Then it's Chandler. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Weems in at the shooting guard position. Now, here is Morris. Trailing here by 8. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Brandon Jennings. Over the last month, getting it done. He's averaging 15 points a game, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
Well, his mindset allows him to stack those points up. He wants to carry the load, and clearly he does.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good for Morris.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
And Morris drops them both. Well, Phoenix did have a strong bench, best scoring bench in the NBA in terms, Clark, of points per minute play.
Yeah, and you know, it really helped them, that bench strength, keep the pace of the game up. They were 3rd in the league in fast break points last year.
Now here's Jennings. That drops.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
First personal foul, team's first.
And guys, Brandon Jennings last season looked like he was finally becoming more efficient. He shot at the upper range of his career field goal percentage from 3 and the free throw line. And then suddenly the Achilles ended his season at 41 games played. Really unfortunate.
Getting back to Jennings last season really did start out as one of his best. Not just the improvement, Clark, in accuracy. His turnovers per game were at a career low.
Yeah, that's what we have to watch out for with Jennings. I mean, he's still only 26 years old, Kevin. Now, plenty of time to continue to refine and hone his game. I think his best basketball is in front of him.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Pass to Ilyasova. Jennings dishes to Drummond. That's Meeks outside. They get it back. Ilyasova hits the bucket. Ilyasova's got 6.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
And all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Now here's Jennings. He's got 9. Shot, high post. Ilyasova can't hit. Suns trail by 9. Warren kicks to Weems. Feeds it to Chandler. Outside for Bledsoe. Dishes it to Morris. Fades back. And the shot no good, a bit short.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Now, here's Warren. Covered by Morris. Chandler, the pass to Warren. Just 5 to shoot. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Morris into the lane. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And now let's bring up the numbers and show you the point guards with the highest assist rate over the past month. Second, Brandon Jennings.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
free throw good for Morris. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Suns trail by 10. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 11. Morris into the lane. The feed now to Jennings. Ilyasova inside the line. Here's Drummond. Boom, he jams it straight down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
And guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game. Some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with his style of play.
Has some information for us, Doris.
I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek had to say to his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Warren. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks, Doris. Now, here's Warren. He's got 13 to end the drought. And again, it's the Suns missing. Pistons leading by 12. Meeks dishes to Drummond. Right side, Jennings. And it's blocked. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Warren kicks to Price. Morris against Ilyasova. And that one's good. 14 points for Markieff Morris. The Pistons have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Ilyasova sets a screen for Jennings. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jennings has got the lead up to 12 now for Detroit.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Warren. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's Ilyasova, and Chandler sends it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. Some changes for Phoenix. Alex Lenz checked in for Chandler. And Mirza Teletovic subbed in for Markieff Morris. Now Ilyasova. 6 points for him. Now here's Drummond. Shot clock at 5. Back to Morris. There's the 3. Rebounded by Weems. Suns trail by 12. And here's Price. He has 5. He feeds it to Teletovic. And stolen by Drummond. The pass to Morris. Price against Jennings. He kicks it to Drummond. Lane with the block. Out to the wing. Here's Teletovic, covered by Morris. Weems kicks to Warren. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Brandon Jennings. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Okay, something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And he can't get the first one.
Checking out the game T.J. Warren is having. 13 points and also a couple of rebounds.
And the second free throw, good. Detroit leading by 11. And Morris throws it down.
Go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
Well, he doesn't count on elevation or hang time, that's for sure, but he can still get it in the basket.
So it's Phoenix now, following the bucket by the Pistons. 13 feet away. Kicks it to Warren. Price against Jennings. Price, the pass to Len. The dish to Price. Len with a screen on Jennings. Price kicks to Len. Jennings with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Jennings has got it. Pass to Meeks. It's back to Jennings. Pass to Drummond. 4 on the shot clock. Misses from short range. Suns trail by 13. Price outside. He dishes it to Len. Back to Price. Len with a screen on Ilyasova. Weems, that's good, and it's Price with the assist. Weems got 12.
Boy, once he gets going like this, he becomes unstoppable.
Well, he's feeling it. He's in the zone, and you know that feeling, Greg, being a former player. Every time he touches the rock, he's looking to put it in the basket.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Check out some of the numbers for Andre Drummond. 5th in rebounding, 9th in blocks, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. I mean, you really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Johnson comes in for Marcus Morris. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Meeks. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Now here's Jackson. And the shot is good. Jackson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Here's Weems. He's got 12. They set the pick. Price against Jackson. From 13. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Drummond, a bit of a disappointing season last year. Not so much in play, but people wanted to see a bigger leap from him. Now, his numbers are still pretty jaw-dropping, but I think he's got so much there to give.
He has a lot of potential, Kevin. And listen, I don't think his play was bad. He just had such huge expectations to live up to. I mean, player development is not a straight line, and it would have been very hard to have him take another huge leap forward. Sometimes you have that sophomore jinx. Well, I'm expecting a big year from him this season.
Johnson attacking. Pass to Jackson. Feeds it to Baines. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three. You know, for Drummond last season, his numbers were relatively the same. The expectations placed on him were so hard for him to live up to. Maybe now those will be tempered a bit and he'll play better.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Now here's Drummond. Second chance shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. Andre Drummond 4th.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And another thought on Drummond, a lot more was expected of him last year, and he saw more attention. Even though his numbers were close to the same, I really felt his impact on the floor was not.
And the Suns making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Suns trail by 15. Dishes it to Weems. The feed to Lure. And the pass to Tucker. Weems kicks to Bledsoe.
Oh,
jam! Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Now here's Jackson. He has 6. And Baines kicks to Caldwell Pope. To the left wing. Tucker dishes to Lure. Now here's Tucker. He's guarded by Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. He feeds it to Jackson. He kicks to Baines. Shoots from the right block. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 9 assists now tonight. The dish to Weems. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Tucker the pass to Bledsoe. Len with a screen on Jackson. Bledsoe kicks to Len. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Suns. Got that bucket in no time at all. 8 points for Reggie Jackson.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 13. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Morris is checked in for John Lure.
Checking in for the Suns, Marquise Morris.
A minute 20 left in the third. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
the Suns had a lot of really good guards last year, but it's hard to call any of those guards true point guards, and as a result, I think it had a negative effect on their offense.
Pistons leading by 15. The Suns didn't have pure point guards last season, as you were talking about, Greg, and near the bottom of the league in that very important assist-to-turnover ratio.
Yeah, but they did get a lot of scoring from their backcourt. Top 5 in terms of backcourt scoring last season in the league. The playmaking for others, though, is an area where they have to improve.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Jackson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Reggie Jackson, who made some noise about wanting a big contract to be moved last year. Ultimately, he was traded to Detroit.
Yep, Kevin, traded from the Thunder to the Pistons, and it actually happened on deadline day.
And if you go back, remember, Jackson struggled with the Pistons last year as well. So the team went on a losing streak as soon as he got there.
And that one falls for Jackson.
And Jackson will look for a fresh start this season. I mean, hard to play with all the drama and questions going in your head about pending free agency.
The Pistons making a change here. Morris is checked in. Jackson hits both of them. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Morris against Morris. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Suns have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Tyson. 34 seconds left in the third. Bledsoe kicks to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Morris has got 16 points.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
Jackson against Bledsoe. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Jackson. Steps back and fires. No good.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Detroit leading by 14. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Detroit leading by 14. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Detroit, Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Ilyasova out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Morris in at the small forward position. Here's Jennings. After the Suns pick up 2. Ilyasova is screen on Bledsoe. In the corner, it's Morris. That one off the back iron and out. Suns trail by 12. Bledsoe with it. Kicks it to Morris. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And that's now 19 points for Markieff Morris.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Now here's Jennings. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Misses the three.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Morris with a screen on Morris. Warren, good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Meeks. Here's Jennings. Good on the shot. And the Pistons lead by 9.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
Now here's Bledsoe. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Morris dishes to Ilyasova. Jennings kicks to Morris. It's back to Jennings. Clock at 6. Passes to Drummond. Right wing. Meeks dishes to Ilyasova. 14 feet away, and he gets the jumper to drop. And now it's an 11-point Detroit lead.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's 2.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Warren. Rebound, Detroit. Morris has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Out to the right wing. And Meeks kicks to Morris. And it's Meeks atop the key. His 3-pointers off the mark. Suns trail by 11. And stolen by Drummond. Here is Jennings. Pass to Ilyasova. It's back to Jennings. And he gets it to go.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And guys, how about Ilyasova last season shooting the basketball? Always a decent threat to score. His improvements in efficiency were amazing. He increased his field goal accuracy from 41 to 47% in only 1 year.
On the free throw, no good. And we were talking about Ilyasova. There's a reason his field goal percentage went up last season. It wasn't necessarily better shooting. It was probably better shot selection.
And I think the scheme played to his strengths. Lots of ball movement, penetration, kicking out to open spot-up shooters. Ersan showed us that's his kind of game.
And the Pistons with possession here after the Suns pick up 2. Jennings. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Tremendous output from Jennings. 15 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Brandon Jennings.
You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will.
Brandon Jennings hits them both. And speaking of coaching, sometimes you'll hear that the coach lost the team. When that happens, is that it, Clark? What's your read on that?
You know, I don't quite buy that. I think it's really rare. Winning can cover up a lot of things, and ultimately it does come down to that, being able to smooth out the rough spots, and winning is the best elixir for that.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Bledsoe kicks to Weems. From outside, off the mark. Detroit leading by 13. It's stolen. Bledsoe outside. Chandler the pass to Morris. The second chance effort gets hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got 4 rebounds in this game. Meeks outside. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. And the Pistons lead by 16.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range. And Jody Meeks last season, coming off the best effort of his career the year before, signed a big contract with the Pistons. They thought he'd be their designated three-point shooter. Instead, he missed the first 22 games with a back injury and just never really got in sync.
And Phoenix has possession. It's a 16-point game. Now for Jody Meeks, we were just talking about with Greg last year, Clark. He did have a game where he rained 9 3-pointers on Orlando, just one short of the Pistons' all-time record.
Well, it's all about rhythm for him. I tell you where he finally found some rhythm last month of the season. I mean, he shot 57% from the field and 44% from behind the arc.
Here's Meeks. Following the basket by T.J. Warren. Pass to Drummond. Now Morris. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Marcus Morris in this one. 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Morris drops them both. So it's Phoenix now. They trail by 16. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. They're in the midst of this long 6-game road trip. That will be game 4, and they'll keep possession. Here's Morris. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Detroit, Markieff Morris. At the line for 2.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Morris drops them both.
What a stellar outing in this one for Morris. He's got 21 points, and he's produced 6 points from the free throw line. That's nice work.
And Clark, it'll definitely help their cause.
Now here's Jennings. Back to Morris. Drummond sets the screen for Morris. He dishes it to Ilyasova. Drilled from 11 feet out. Ilyasova's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Now, here's Warren. Covered by Morris. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with a win. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Warren. Now, here's Meeks. Feeds to Jennings. Drummond a screen. Bledsoe against Jennings. Plenty of space. Meeks can't hit. Suns trail by 14. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. Weems' shot is good.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
At the line for the Pistons, Sonny Weems. At the line for 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Pistons leading by 10. And here's Meeks. Here's Drummond, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Bledsoe against Jennings. Chandler with the screen on Morris. The feed to Chandler. Dishes to Morris. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Brandon Jennings. And Phoenix also making a switch. Tucker's checked in.
1 shot.
Free throw good for Morris. Meeks with it. On the pass to Ilyasova. He feeds it to Morris. Here's Drummond outside for Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Jackson is doubled. Back to Drummond from 18 feet away. Rebounded by Weems. Weems got his 3rd rebound tonight. Jackson against Bledsoe. And lots of contact there. This is a shot. He'll shoot 2.
Check out the game for Eric Bledsoe. He's got 13 points and 9 assists.
Eric Bledsoe at the line for 2.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. Here's Meeks. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Suns on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. And Bledsoe, here we go. From 13. Bledsoe can't get that one to drop.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Jackson against Bledsoe. Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. Drummond's got 4 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Morris with a screen on Jackson. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And Tucker has it in the corner. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Suns trail by 7. The dish to Weems. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First free throw is good.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
That one misses. Pistons leading by 6. Jackson with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Morris outside. Back to Drummond. Chandler with the steal. Bledsoe against Morris. Bledsoe outside. To the middle. Knocked away. Kicks it to Jackson. To the wing on the left. Drummond the screen. Passes to Morris. Chandler against Drummond. Pass to Jackson. Ilyasova sets a screen for Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Jackson. 12 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Suns trail by 9. Here's Weems. And Tucker has it in the corner. No one near him. Morris with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Drummond the screen. Jackson kicks to Meeks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Jackson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now it's an 11-point Piston lead. The Suns running out of time. Here's Weems. Chandler's shot. Good.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here. But maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too. They're sending guys to the line way more than they should here. They need to play good position defense and avoid the reach-in sloppy foul.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
And thank you for that, Doris. There's 1:47 left here in the fourth quarter. Jackson against Bledsoe. Jackson dishes to Meeks. Drummond the screen. Another steal. Here's Weems. Pass to Tucker. There's the triple. Rebound, Detroit. They led by as many as 18 points. 1:11 left to play here in the fourth. Drummond with a screen on Bledsoe. In the corner, Ilias over with it. Off target from outside.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
It's better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Now here's Bledsoe. Here's Tucker. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make him pay.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. He dishes it to Morris. There's a good screen. Back to Drummond. Chandler with the block.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Morris. Count! And now they trail by just 4. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Here's Weems. Out left to the wing. And Tucker has it in the corner. Morris kicks it to Tucker. Fires the 3. But they'll get another chance. And so it's Detroit with the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd is not going to let this one slip away.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.
His play tonight, Ernie, was finally a bright spot for them because, you know, they had a very rough stretch of games. It's been a while since their last win, and he was not content on playing a supporting role and letting them lose another one. He came on strong, took over, and put an end to the losing streak.
Well, Andre Drummond asserted himself in a big way in this game. He is a terrifying presence, and tonight he was fully motivated and engaged. His rebounding on both ends of the court has always been sensational. The man was just a monster in the paint.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.